He's got legs.
All right,
like
Grasshopper. The gang is here, +1. Mel's here. We're going to get into talking about his personality dysfunction. Gress is going to talk about how he ended up under the couch. And we've got our Dave. What are we going to talk about with you? Well, we'll figure something out. We're doing an analysis here. And we got our good friend here, a big-time Ranger fan, Joe Rosario. We took part in a charity. I don't know if you guys remember or not. We had a show where 2 young people were putting on an event to raise money for their deceased father. It was for diabetes, I believe. And Joe, for whatever reason, put a bunch of money in, and he won the ability to come on the show here with us. So, Joe, how you doing?
Never better, Tom. Thanks.
Good.
It's a
and Joe
privilege
is
and privilege and an honor to be on with you guys.
Yeah, we'll see how you feel about that once we're done with you. Joe was the police chief in Pelham Manor too. So,
fire chief. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I get in trouble. Fire chief.
Yeah.
Good. Mel, how you doing? Anything else happen to you that make you in a more worse mood? Or
it was a good week, Tom. Really good week.
It's good. I can tell.
You look happy today.
Hey, Larry, did you get the knee looked at?
I did. Yeah.
What's
good news? Good news. I was on for about an hour and a half of video conference. No surgery needed. It's just Tylenol, heavy duty pain killers, anti-inflammatories.
Jack Daniels.
Medicinal, yes. And that's pretty well it. $700 form-fitted specialty brace. Go golf. I'm going to try golfing tomorrow. See what happens.
Did you get your package from Gresh?
I did not get my package from Gresh. I think it's a porch pirate. Somebody stole it.
It's out of my hands. I passed it to the higher authorities.
Look at. I had to go on. I'm now the best Amazon shopper in the world. I bought this. Just got it the other day. Head cover that I'm going to use tomorrow when I play. So
you know that's not a hat, right? That's not a hat.
You know you can get on Amazon. You can get more than just black T-shirts.
It's a dark blue.
You get a blue one too, Larry.
It's dark blue.
Yeah.
Dave, don't even talk. You wear purple shirts, Dave. I mean,
no. I like to be trendy like you. Honestly. That being said, Joe, we got Joe here. That's enough of that. Joe. So how long have you been a Ranger guy, Joe?
My first game, I saw Terry Sawchuk in net for the Rangers.
Oh, that's when Dave was playing.
Yeah.
I was going to say Gresh, but that's.
Listen, I'm your guys' age. I may be even older than you guys. I'll be 63 in January. So
nice.
I have shoes that old.
It's real nice.
Yeah. My underwear's that old.
Yeah, forever. I mean, we've been Ranger fans since way back in the day.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Pelham. I played in the Pelham program.
Mm-hmm.
Played some not club hockey, but men's league after that. I still play. My boys call me up when they need a goalie, and I go out and play with the kids. I love it. I've been coaching for a long time. This is my 37th year of coaching. So I've head coached at a couple of high school programs. Currently, I coach, and Tom knows. He was nice enough to stop by and say hello. I coach disabled.
Oh wow.
Down syndrome, autistic. It's special hockey. I've been doing that for 10 years. Best thing I ever did. Way better than high school. Way better than
they were funny.
Hockey.
Joe had me in the locker room before the game, and I went to talk to them. They're funny guys too. They're good.
Yeah. Really good stuff. Really good stuff.
So did Tommy come in and give him a little pep talk? Is that what you had him do?
He did.
Had him do a push-up.
Got a kick out. The kid's got a big thrill out of meeting a real player.
Now the question is, did you win the game?
It was a practice. Oh no, it was a practice. It was a practice.
Yeah.
Best practice all year, though, right?
So Tommy got
best practice all year.
Was the best one ever.
Joe, what are you doing? Getting on the phone? Are you in the fire station or where are you at?
Yeah, I'm in my office.
Joe, what player was there that they were so happy to see?
Yeah, a real player.
Tom Layden was some washed-up guy from the Kings.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm going through I'm trying to figure out this thing. Like tough grind.
They got a big kick out of it. They were thrilled. Guys still talk about it.
Oh,
that's your office at work, Joe?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nice.
You guys, is that at the station? You guys make good chili there?
Yeah. All the guys cook. You know how it is in the fire department. Please.
I used to
Yeah.
go hang out at the fire hall in South Bronx, off of Tremont.
There you go.
Yeah, nice neighborhood.
Used to
You
be.
used to go hang out there, Gresh?
Yeah, my ex father-in-law was the fire chief there,
Talk it out.
Chief Walt, and he was there, and I stopped by there all the time, have beers with him.
Chief what?
Alt.
Alt? Oh, that one. Sorry. I didn't know which one you were talking about.
There's a whole lineup of people, and
I
I can talk
apologize.
them up there. But
Do you still hang out with him, Gresh?
I don't know how many there were. It's hard to keep track.
it's not. You think it's easy for you to keep track? How about for me?
That's what I'm talking about. You. I got one. 38 years. I'm happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It didn't last that long.
I got 40 years, but I'm not happy.
Yeah, I tell you, man. It ain't
Dave,
easy.
were you working at the liquor store today?
I was. It
How's
was.
it going?
Today was a big. Today was a big stocking day. The big, shelves and putting stuff. And so you got to put the 6-packs together with the plastic around. It was like 152. Well, that I don't know if that's divisible by 6, but there were a lot of cans. Modelo, Heineken, Bud Light.
Is it one for you, one for me? Like one of those?
Yeah. Amazing how Bud Light. Bud Light is a huge seller here in the local area from a beer standpoint. We had 10 cases in today. The place is only 600 square feet, so it takes up. It's like a Bud Light store today.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
own a liquor store, Dave?
yeah. I work a couple mornings a week. I'm done. It's just the pandemic, something to do.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'll be
But
up.
it's in Greenwich, so Mel. It's in Greenwich, so they show up like in limos and
yeah.
and
Oh,
all
that's
that.
the high end. I know.
Yeah,
It goes in a limo.
No, that's right.
Instead of cash, you work in lieu of and take product, correct?
yeah. No, it's $13 an hour, Larry. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's US too. That's big.
you can't. It's $13. You can't afford to pay me regular because I'm only like part time. So he gives me $13 an hour. So,
What's that, like 130 in Canada?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I tell you, I had to send some money up there this week. The exchanges, if you're going that way with American dollars, it works.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. So, anyway, thanks for asking, Tom. You haven't asked me about that in a while. So, yeah, things are going. Holiday season. It's
Good.
kind of. We're waiting for Speaking of fire, my second son Joe was in the fire department. He was actually in the Air Force. He was a firefighter in the Air Force for 4 years. There you go.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. My ex-father-in-law was a volunteer fire chief in Old Greenwich, Connecticut, too. So,
Oh, was he really?
yeah, yeah, he was.
Well, my dad was the chief too up in Brampton, Ontario. So
Yeah.
not far.
Really?
What about you, Mel? What about you, Mel? Anything for you?
As far as, sorry?
Maybe start
Out
fires.
there.
We're paying attention. You're on. We're live, Mel.
Yeah,
Right? Larry used to
Gresh-
start fires.
Gresh has never answered me a question in the 4 times I've been on, so it caught me by surprise. Go ahead.
You just haven't heard them.
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
First time, long
We're on
time.
the air.
First time, long time. Yeah.
We're just checking out to see if you had anybody involved in the fire department.
No. My family was more RCMP, police.
Ah,
Oh,
And I understand the police and firemen, when they get into hockey games, don't exactly get along all that well.
Yeah, it's
you
not
gotta go.
good.
Like-
I've been to lots of those.
Yeah.
I've been to lots of those. I've been to. They also have the. Well, years ago they used to have that Shea Stadium. They'd have the football games there.
check.
I went back. I went to some of those games back in the 70s. On the field was unbelievable how dirty it was. Off the field, it was dirtier. And it's fighting. Holy shit! It was like, and the hockey was. You can't fight anymore in the games. I think you got it in the fireman police games.
Oh, we did.
Oh, really?
We did a game 2 years ago on ESPN Radio. We broadcast. We were supposed to do it this past year too, but because of the pandemic, and there was a couple scraps. Not like that. I remember they used to play it out at the Coliseum before we used to play the Islanders.
Well, they don't really scrap like they do, Dave, because they more scrap with their gloves on now because it's not classified as a fight.
Yeah.
So they kind of grab and they hit with their gloves on. If you watch them, they don't go because they're out of the game. They can't play the next year.
Right. Wow.
But they Did you do the one 2 years? Like not this, not well, didn't have one this year, but the year before. Did you do that game?
Yeah.
Did you see that hit in the first period? The police guy hit the fireman. Oh my God!
Yeah. It was good. There was some plays actually being made. It was actually pretty good. It was pretty good skill.
That was the roughest game of the NHL, or that wasn't the NHL, was it?
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. No hitting in the NHL.
No, they gave me. I went there. I donated some jersey to them to auction off to make some money, and they gave me a jersey also.
Oh wow.
My TV one, yeah. It's pretty good.
Is that the jersey you were sending Larry?
What's that?
Is that one of the jerseys you were going to send Larry in his care package?
Yeah.
No. I wouldn't give that up. I'd rather send him one of Tom's back there, that LA one.
So, Joe, just so you know, we got a couple of new segments on the show now. We got On the Couch with Mel. We're trying to get to the bottom of why he's so grouchy all the time. And we kind of got some progress going. We're talking about some of the young girls that picked on him when he was a kid. And then we got another segment called Under the Couch, where Gresh talks about him and his Jack Daniels.
It doesn't make him a bad person.
No.
Absolutely not.
Well, nor Larry. Like, you're both good guys. So
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
actually think we really helped Larry a lot in the last couple of weeks, and maybe helped some other people too, talking about the problem.
Seems much more sedate.
Well, that's the
Larry
problem.
seems much more sedate.
It's the problem.
I like the old Larry, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. You never knew what he was thinking.
yeah.
Mel,
I'm
you
waiting for the
Nightmare
Millberry
Zone?
segment. I'm loaded for the Millberry segment.
Oh, okay. Let's get on that. Let's go to Mike
I mean,
Milbury.
come on.
What do you think of Mike?
This is a family show, right?
Yes,
Okay.
unless you're Phil Esposito.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Or
Listen,
James
the Espo
Patrick.
show.
Yeah.
The Espo show was the best segment. Any webcast ever in the history of webcasts. Phenomenal.
Phil
We got to
did?
get him back. That was good
No.
stuff. That was genuine, straight from the heart and straight from the gut stuff.
You Italians all stick together.
Oh my God.
That's right, Joe.
Yeah, Mike Milbury. I don't really have a lot of respect for the guy. I met him up at Can-Am a couple of times when he was coaching. I guess his son's squirt team or Pee Wee team were up at a Can-Am tournament. You know, you say hello to the guy, he doesn't even answer you. It just blows you off, like who the hell he was. Just, I don't know. It just, as a human being, I don't think he's a decent human being. That's all.
That's good. We like that. Good call.
You know what I'm gonna tell you.
Mel, did you play with him, Mel? Milbury, was he?
Yeah, he was on the team. Yeah. I had no ill will against him. You know, now don't take this the wrong way, the Americans but in the early 80s, as Canadians, we just, the statement was he's a typical guy that thinks he's better than everybody else, you know, because he went, I don't even know what school he went to. Like, we didn't go to school, obviously. Tommy, you kind of went to school, but not really. Where'd he go? Colgate?
Drive by.
I think he went
Yeah.
to
Well, so
Was
what
he a Colgate guy? Wow.
what the hell kind of school is that? Anyway, so he thought he was a little bit better than us, but he was a gamer, right? Like, he didn't have the talent. He was like Tommy. He didn't have the talent, but he worked hard and did the best he could with what he had. And I
Gresh,
think
was that funny, Gresh? That Mel just said I didn't have any talent? Is that?
I was just thinking of something else.
Well, we don't know. Does anybody want to know what Gresh was thinking besides?
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it going. We're here to help people. We're givers.
There you go.
I was laughing because Mel was talking about Milbury like that, whatever his name is, and he was a tough guy on a really tough team. Yeah, we all could have been tough on that team.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
but on the list of the toughest, he was probably 9th.
Yeah, I know, but he talked like he was 1A.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. He used to yip a lot, and then someone else would come in, but he did his fair share of scrapping for sure.
Yeah.
No.
But they booed him in the end. They started booing him. Like, I don't know what happened. I was already gone to Edmonton by then, but I don't know what happened. But every time he touched the puck, they booed him. So
Oh, good. I like that.
Well, all those knuckleheads were gone that were on that team.
He did that at NBC too.
Is he still on there? Is he still on NBC?
Well, he didn't finish. So.
No, he didn't.
He's done. He's done, right?
Well,
My understanding is he's done.
Yeah.
Dave, would you want to do that stuff? I know you like the Ranger stuff. Would you ever like to go on NBC do that?
Oh, Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, right? I mean, if you're in that business, but but I like the radio better. Honestly. The radio is fun.
You look good on radio.
Yeah, there you go.
Dave, you do a fantastic job during the broadcast.
Oh,
You really
thank
do.
You should be
really
doing
do.
the TV though. You should be doing the TV.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, TV would be fun. I mean, it's it beats working for a living, right? I mean, you're a kid. You say, okay, you're going to play. You're going to get a chance to play, and then you're going to have another kind of chance to stay in the game.
Yeah.
And I think with coaching, well, especially the way coaching is now, it's such a 24/7, 11.5-month job, right? Or management. So I think you still have to get attached to the game, and especially too, I've been lucky to be with the team I basically played with, so you still have a lot of loyalty there. So it's
And plus, you make $15 an hour there.
yeah. Cheap labor, right? I worked the liquor store for 13. I bump it right up to $15 an hour for the Rangers radio.
So Gresh is always backing you up, Dave. I don't know if Gresh is backing you up, but he's always carving Micheletti, saying how bad he is.
I'm not carving. I think Micheletti does a great job.
Well, that's not what you said before. Right?
What's that?
That's not what you said before.
Well, I'm not carving him up. I'm just saying that I don't think he ever wore a Ranger jersey, did he? That's only my opinion.
No.
Yeah. No, he
No.
didn't.
And there's only a few teams that don't have their own
Broadcast guys.
a player that played there. Like I think it was. I remember it was Florida, and
Well, Randy Moeller's on the sidelines now.
Yeah, Randy Moeller's in the box.
Yeah, he's in,
Potvin just retire?
there really aren't many teams that. Well, the Canadian networks, the Canadian telecasts are a little different, right?
Yeah.
A lot of times it's kind of a national. But most of the U.S. teams, the color guy, has had some experience with the home team, so it's good. I get to do a little bit there. I'm on the sidelines sometimes. I get a little bit of that. I like what I do. It's good. It's good.
Hey, Mel, you did some research on the Holtby's tortoises. Did you find out some information on them?
Yeah, huge news this morning out of Vancouver. The tortoises are safe. I think their names are Maple and Honey. And Tim Hortons sent them a dozen Long John, whatever you call them, donuts. 2 of them were made out of tortoises. So that headlined with all the shit that's going on in the world today. That headlined Vancouver's news.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Just keep that story going, like the life of the tortoises, right?
Oh yeah.
We'll have to find that. Maybe that's another segment for us to do.
That's a good job too by Larry. That's good. That's good.
Could have been a little bit more enthusiastic.
hey, Joe, the
Yeah.
tier just texted me.
What do you say?
He goes, I don't know. He's like all screwed up. That's the thing. Anyway,
So Joe was neighbors with one of Gresh's friends. Right.
yeah.
I went to school with Nicky. Might be a year younger than me.
Are you actually working, Joe, right now? Are you on the job right now on the clock?
Tom, I'm on the clock 24/7. Come on, kidding me? I'm like you, always working. But yeah, I'm in the office. I'm at work, physically at work.
You make more than $13 an hour though.
It just went up, $13.75.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
We've got a future somewhere.
It was
Good.
a tough negotiation, but I'm happy.
Dave's going in for a raise tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
So Mel, at the end of the day, they're not going to cut your knee off like you thought. They just get therapy.
No, he said, go ahead and do whatever you want to do. Like seriously, for about 3 weeks, I was hobbling around pretty bad. And my GP said, well, let's go to the extreme and say, you chop your leg off, you sit in hospital for a couple of years, or you work it. So the specialist said, bike, walk, swim, take some weight off with this knee brace, do what you can do and take the pain. Like Dave said, our tolerance for pain is a little more than other people, but holy crap, like I'm, writhing in pain, trying to just walk, but it's gotten better for some reason. So
good.
work it.
And so is your smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a psychological thing.
Well, Yeah, as soon as the doctor said I don't need surgery, I felt like 80 times better.
So the coach helped.
Yeah.
The coach helped.
We've helped somebody else, Dave. We've helped people.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
Joe, is that your messages? Somebody pinging you there or what?
Yeah. You know, I knew it was going to happen. I got nothing all day. 205, bing, 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 bing. No worries. Nothing important.
Well, don't let us bother you. Go ahead and take it. Don't
No,
worry about it.
it.
What's your daily
It's just my
routine?
wife and kids. It's my wife and kids. Not a problem. No,
What's your daily routine, Joe? What do you have to do?
I'm sorry.
What's your daily routine
Oh, here.
on the job?
Oh God, scheduling, payroll, maintenance, keep records, inspections, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of fun stuff.
Don't you have a
Staffing.
don't you
So,
have a,
Joe, of the four guys here, who do you like best as a player? Who did you like the best as a player?
So anyway, Tom, when you used to play,
Me, right?
I mean, you're not sucking me into that. Come on, you kidding me? Please.
Well, did you think that Tom was a good puck handler?
Ask JD. JD will tell you.
Oh,
I had to post a video of me of that sucker punch yesterday too. That
That
was
was nice.
I'll tell you though, hey Chris, did you see? Hey Larry, did you see? You must have seen the clip that was posted today, right? When he drilled Picard. A couple of things. How about the move you slid the puck
I
through?
know.
I thought, I had to look.
Can't be him.
Gretzky. I thought that was Gretzky sliding there.
And then secondly, how quick did that glove come off? Like, did you?
Well, but seriously, the night before we played in Boston, I'd shot the puck in my own net. And now in those days, they didn't tell you made the team. They said, okay, you got a place to stay. And that was an indication you made the team. So they hadn't said that to me yet. And then, so when that happened, the bench jumped up and roared, like, you know, because he butt into me. So I thought, well, I can't let that happen after last night. So I thought, well, he's going down.
So when you felt the butt, that what was it? The left hand, you hit him first.
Yeah, to left. Yeah. Well, I knew Larry Melnick could throw the left. So
Oh,
very proud day? No, like the butt end. Like, first of all, that's the longest you've ever carried the puck. Seriously, right?
he made a great play, but that was by accident.
Yeah.
that's why I was so mad he knocked me down because I was on a roll there. I was flying.
Wow, really? That's honestly the punch. I didn't know where the glove went. Like it wasn't like he threw off the glove. Like he had no chance, right? But the move was, to me, the move was impressive. Just slide it through and you were on your way around.
That's okay.
Thank you, Dave. That's why I was so mad at him because he ruined the move. Like,
Yeah, that was a great move too.
But we were taught how to do that. Like, if a guy was beating you to the outside, you'd stick your butt end out just a little bit, get into his hip, and you can't go anywhere when your hips are getting displaced, right? So Robert Pickard, unfortunately, he gave him one with the glove and then one without that. Very proud. That was unbelievable.
Mel, you like that one?
And another thing, remember Babe Pratt, Tracy Pratt, those guys from Vancouver from way back. Tracy showed me when you, like a big guy in front of the net, you're trying to move a guy, you know how you chop the back of his legs or you cross-check him across the back. Well, Tracy Pratt told me, just referee won't see it, just stick your butt end out just a little bit and reef him right in the spine. And you'll get out of the way. You'll get out of the way pretty freaking quick. So
There's nice little tricks. I remember Carol Vadney was good at teaching us that stuff too.
Oh yeah.
He was one of the first guys who said, listen, you do anything you want in front of the net.
yeah.
That had a whole box of tricks there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could wield the stick pretty good. Bad.
That's
He was a flamethrower in his previous life. Right.
So Tommy, you first told us the story then, because that was in Toronto, right? Your parents were there, and then the next day you're like public enemy number one, right?
Yeah.
And
But my poor mother, that's the first pro game she saw me play. And they're writing in the paper that I should be suspended and all that kinds of stuff. And my mother was just mortified. You know, it was supposed to be this proud moment of someone making it to the National Hockey League.
well, I think people might have lived with it. Was the one that you hit him when he was down.
Yeah.
Went over the line, right?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
get the last one in there.
Yeah. Well, Freddie Shiro was coaching too. And Freddie had pulled myself, Eddie Hospodar, and Chris Katsopoulos in at the start of the year and said, listen, you're not going to play the first 5 minutes of each game. You're not going to play the last 5 minutes of each game. Now, I'm not telling you to fight, but what do you think you can do to help this hockey team? So when he butted into me and the bench jumped up, I thought, oh, well.
Here we go.
How many minutes did you get for that?
You know what, Mel? I was thinking about that. I don't think I got that much. I think it was just like 5 minutes for fighting or whatever.
I think you got 2.
Should have been 2 for roughing only.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it wasn't much.
5 for falling down.
You didn't hit him that hard. Looked like he was dead.
Chadwick caught it right away. Chadwick picked up on it.
And the funny
Nobody else said anything about
I grew up watching Daryl Sittler play at the Garden all the time. And now he comes skating over him. He's got the F-bombs going at me. And I'm thinking, like, I want to get his autograph. This is Daryl Sittler coming towards me. Seriously, I had to snap myself to attention and like realize he's coming. He's not too happy with me at this point. So we had a little FU fight at center ice. That was fun.
So Larry, when you were a kid, Larry, and you get into the league, who was the player? Like for me, when I played against Orr, that was like Tommy referenced Sittler. So for you, who was there a guy in the league that you were playing against? You go, oh my God, I can't believe I'm playing against him.
Well, when I grew up in Saskatoon, Montreal was my favorite team. So as soon as I got drafted by Boston, I hated Montreal, and that's why I've referenced the French guys quite a bit when I talk. And my first NHL game was against Montreal, against Robinson and Lafleur and all those guys. And I remember skating around in warm-up, and I didn't even know where I was. You know that feeling where I don't know what I'm doing. I can't believe that this is happening.
Yeah.
So,
how about you, Gresh? Like I know Beliveau was your favorite, but he was gone, right? He was gone. So who was your first game? You get called up. Who was your first game against, Gresh?
Against Buffalo. And Perreault comes down the ice. I jump on the ice. Park comes off. I jump on. First shift, minute into the game. Perreault's coming down the ice with the puck, 100 miles an hour. I'm going, this is good. I'll be back in probably tomorrow. Over in Fred's. He's going to come down. It's going to be like out of duty. The puck, remember how bad the ice was?
Yeah.
Right on the red line, he hits a big patch of water. And he's going by me. I'm going to get the puck. Who said water doesn't save your life?
Yeah, those.
Who'd be your all-time favorite player?
Oh God, all-time favorite?
Yeah.
Look, I love Mike Gartner. I got a lot of respect for Mess. Gretzky, of course, because he's just a record machine. But my all-time, I got to say Gartner. Yeah,
Gartner?
I like Mike. Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Really good. I mean, 30 goals, how many years in a row?
8 or 9.
Yeah, more than that, I think.
He wasn't 13 a hell of a player, but
I loved him when he was at Playland, man.
Really
He was the
dynamic.
best.
He was good. He was all of a
Hey, listen, when was the last? What year was the '90s lockout?
95.
Remember?
Yeah.
Because the Rangers won
95. The year after the Rangers won the Cup.
So it's 95, 96, right? So
Yeah.
I'm playing in a roller hockey league in Mamaroneck.
94, 95.
94, 95. So I'm playing in a roller hockey league in Mamaroneck, and some team shows up, and I see these two guys out there, and they are en fuego, and sick. That's how good they were. And we're playing. The guy skates by the net, and he throws one up over my shoulder into the top corner of the net. And I look, and it's Zubov. There's Zubov and Nemchinov skating for them on this roller hockey team in Mamaroneck. That's how these guys were staying in shape during the lockout. I'm like, you got a kid.
Nemchinov was a underrated player.
Who?
Nemchinov, absolutely.
Nemchinov?
And I thought Zubov was a phenomenal defenseman.
Yeah.
Very good.
And a good quarterback on a power play, too. Absolutely.
Yeah, he got kind of lost in the story because they moved him right away after, right? But
Right? Would he go to Dallas after that?
yeah, you have Leach and then
No, he went to Pittsburgh, didn't he?
Pittsburgh.
Did he
And
go to
then,
Pittsburgh first?
yeah, because they got Kovalev back. No, Kovalev gave him the anyway. Whatever.
Hey, so Mel, how you sleeping? Mel, are you sleeping okay?
Yes, been sleeping very well.
No nightmares or anything?
No. Well, I thought of one kind. Is it a nightmare or just a dream? You know how, our itinerary, we're always on time. In Edmonton, we had an outline. It's not an itinerary. It was an outline. 11 o'clock bus usually left by 11:15 because Glennie Anderson would be late or somebody, Gretz would be late doing interviews or whatever. But I always have this dream where I'm I'm almost fully dressed. I just got to put one skate on. But the anthem's going on, like in New York or wherever I was playing. The anthem was going on. So I'm trying to get my skate on. And then all of a sudden, I'm down. Like my shoulder pads aren't on. I took my sweater off. And then all of a sudden, so it just always late. Like in my dreams, I'm always late. And I'm never late for anything. So that's
So-
it.
What do we think?
That is bizarre. I have the same sort of deals.
Really?
Just you're supposed to be there and it can't find something, right?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
fully dressed, and then all of a sudden I can't find where my skates are. And I can't find where my shoulder pads are. And then you asked me last week, Tom, if I sweat. That's when I start sweating because I don't like being late for anything.
So what does that mean then, Dave? Let's go deep on this here. Like what? There's got to be some meaning.
I don't know, but I swear to God, I have the same deal. Like, I'm supposed to be there, know I'm supposed to be there, and can't get out of my own way, or can't find something, or I don't know. I try not to think about it too much because in general, I'm kind of an on-time guy or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. So I might have to spend Larry and I have to spend couch on the couch.
Two coaches now.
Gresh, what do you think? What's the meaning behind that, Gresh? Dr. Greshner?
I think you should just be on time and have extra shot of Jack Daniels, and your dreams will be much better. You'll dream about women instead of.
That also goes for being late for a date, Gresh.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't like being late. I hate. I'd rather show up a half an hour early than 1 minute late.
You just don't show up at all anymore.
Well, I know where to go. It's been 9 months of it's not even like Groundhog Day anymore. Groundhog Day only lasts for a month. This is like Groundhog Year.
How much Jack is left?
How's Tom's turkey?
Yeah,
What-
come on.
Tom's turkey. Why would I be looking at Tom's turkey?
Now, how did it taste?
That's another. Oh, what? I'll tell you what. Tom made the best apple pie that I ever had,
It was the ginger.
and he made the sweet potatoes. Listen to me. That guy is going to make
Somebody a good one.
his wife.
A good wife.
So, and homemade pie shell too.
Oh my
We-
God! I
gluten, flour.
The next day, I tried to scrounge another plate, right?
Yeah, no chance.
And I called Tom up, and I'm like, "Hey, man," he goes, "Well, I go, okay, I'll have a plate of it." Never heard from him again until today.
No, you would deliver it?
No, I was willing to come over there, but I was waiting for yeah, I got extra stuff for you, but the pie was everything was so good. The turkey, and then he puts the stuff in the what's that called, Tom? That deep fryer you got, whatever it's called, not deep
Oh,
fryer.
deep fryer. Yeah, put the green beans in the deep fryer. Yeah.
Air fryer. Air
Air
fryer. And so being follow some of Tom's eating habits, I had to order that.
Gresh has bought. And we need to talk about that. Gresh bought an air fryer they just got today.
Nice. Came this morning, and I'm gonna you can make chicken wings on there that are half decent for you, And
That skin's an issue.
I like vegetables and all kinds.
Joe, are you a cook?
Am I a cook?
Yes.
I used to be. I cook when I have to.
Oh,
No big deal. We have an air fryer. I think I used it twice. We have a deep fryer. I use that all the time.
Joe, are you a healthy eater, or do you eat fried food?
At 2:30 this morning, Tom, half a pound of mozzarella and a half a stick of superside.
No, you did not.
God bless you.
Absolutely.
That's what I dream about.
That was 2:30 this morning.
Why don't you just take that and just put it right down in your blood vessels there and clog them all up?
Tom, I feel good. I'm healthy. Everything
All
with
right.
the exception of my cholesterol is
I
good.
can't believe the cholesterol is bad. That's not it.
Listen, well, what do you consider bad? Is 300 bad?
Well, it might be an issue.
That's where
Well,
it is. 302.
If you're dead, it's not bad.
Well, listen, you know, everybody in the family had high cholesterol. Nobody had any issues. Nobody had any problems. It is what it is. What do you want me to tell you? My wife is all over me. Eat healthy, do this, do that.
Now we go back to the sex thing again. God damn, that works every time. It was dreams.
Joe,
Listen,
are
if
you
you can't
on
enjoy
that?
it, why bother? Right?
I still can't believe. I got to say one thing. Mel has a smile on his face. I mean,
Bad lighting, Gresh.
is it bad lighting?
Yeah. Don't
No,
believe it.
Yeah, not the healthiest eater in the world, Tom.
Well, so somebody wrote in, somebody with here's the very intelligent woman writing in here. Joe Rosario writing heart attack. Who would that be?
That could be any relation.
That'd be my daughter. She's the mother of the skater that you see all the time, Tom, on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
That's Luke's
Thanks,
mom.
Joe. He's a movie.
Yeah, and when you asked me who my favorite player was, and I said Gartner, she every time there's a trivia question on during a Ranger game, we always say Mike Gartner. Who scored the most? Mike Gartner. Who made the most saves? Mike Gartner. So it's always Mike Gartner. So she texted me Mike Gartner when I answered Mike Gartner.
I do that with Ron Greshner. So every time somebody asks a question on social media, or Stan Fisher, Stan Fisher's on Twitter and he's trying to have these kind of little games where people can guess in the answers. So I write it.
It's always Gresh.
Ron Greshner every time.
Yeah, well, I eat your, I eat your apple pie, so I have to put up with it.
It was pretty healthy for apple pie too. It cut way back in the sugar.
It was really good. It was good, and
Gluten-free flour, so no fat in it.
yeah. I'm going to Costco. I think I'm going to Home Depot after this, buying a one of those smaller freezers.
You've been telling me that for the last month, though. Gosh.
Well, Tom, I had my sons are here now. My son's here, so
Okay.
you need somebody to.
You could have ordered it on Amazon or something.
No, I want to go there and look at it and make sure it's the right one.
Dave, are you a Black Friday shopper?
No. No. We went to Home Depot yesterday, Decker and I, my youngest guy. We picked up a fire pit, throw it out the back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
did that.
The gas powered one?
No, just a log. No, just you throw the logs in there. Actually, I went to Westchester Mall on Monday. Believe it or not, I was in the area. I had to go to the Peloton place. There was nobody in the mall.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there were stores having sales at 50-60% off.
Wow.
My daughter's there.
Yeah. That's like she's anything like my daughter. She said, well, it was on sale. So she buys 5 times as much as she would because it was all on sale. Like it was, anything else. So anyway.
What about you, Mel? Are you a Black Friday shopper?
I have, like I said before, earlier today, I have been doing a lot of shopping on Amazon.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, through my daughter's name though. So anything that comes to the door is in my daughter's name. So we don't know who's getting the package or who's it for or whatever. But I did go to the mall the last couple of days. Our malls are packed people.
Really?
And I have, one issue I have is you go to the mall. I got a lot of issues, but you go to the mall and there's arrows. So you walk in the stupid mall and you got an arrow. Stay on the right side. It's like driving. You stay on the right side. You know what I mean?
Is it in reserve?
Pardon?
Is the mall in a reserve because there's a lot of arrows?
That was so bad. It was funny.
They probably own the land, Gresh. Yes.
Well, they did. They do. They should.
Yeah, they own the work. They own everything. Yes.
Yeah.
But I can't. These people. So everybody's got a mask on. No matter where you go here, you have to have a mask on. But these idiots will walk against the arrow, and if you mention something to them, which I will, and I do, they get mad. So well, get the hell out of my way. Like 6 feet.
Do the right thing, right, Blair? Just do the right thing. That's all you're asking.
So what would you say to them, Mel? Like, reenact that for us. Like,
well, I stop, and I put my hands out like this so they can't get by. And say, "You see the fucking arrow? Yes or no?" And they say, "Get out of my way and shut up." I said, "So you're the reason why we're in this dilemma is because you think you can do whatever the hell you want."
Right.
Well,
Yeah. Gotcha.
obviously they didn't see the fight videos. So
yeah, I was gonna say you should carry around like a laptop or something like that.
yeah.
Video.
It wasn't that long ago. I mean, the
No, a couple of days ago.
You guys, let me ask you: are you guys binge watching anything during this?
No.
No. Okay. We started right on Amazon Prime. This Yellowstone, Kevin Costner.
I've
Yeah.
heard that. It's good.
It is good. We
Yeah.
started last night. My son has been watching it since it started. So we watched 2 episodes last night. It's good stuff out in Montana.
You know what? I should say no. I got into YouTube watching videos about like survivalists, guys out in the living out in the woods,
Yeah.
kind of stuff. It's been very interesting.
Yeah, I've been watching that. I don't know what station is it called. It's called Reels, and they have all the thing about like all the mafia stuff, all like Elvis Presley, all the different people that died. Different things that happened over the years. Interesting, some of the stories about JFK. The shooting of JFK and all that stuff, and it's insane the crazy theories they come up with.
Yeah.
And that guy, the Secret Service guy named Hickey or something, they thought he shot JFK by accident.
Pat Hickey.
I don't know if he had a Hickey or he was a Hickey. I'm not
That's
sure.
pretty good, Joe. That's pretty good.
And you
It's
guys
insane.
watch Fargo?
No.
No, Fargo.
Fargo was really good.
This
Yeah.
one was good.
Yeah.
I love it. Every year. They skipped a season, but I got to tell you, man, that's a great show. That's a great
Yeah.
show.
2.5 Men.
Oh, that's good ones.
Everybody loves Raymond.
King
Yeah.
of Queens.
Yeah, he's funny, that guy.
Oh my God.
I used to watch MASH back in the day. You guys ever watch MASH?
He's got that big stomach and he goes to his wife, "You're not going to get any of this."
She wants this.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Oh,
It's the
God.
Honeymooners in color.
Yeah, he's good.
Crash, remember the Honeymooners used to come on at at what, 11 o'clock or something?
11 o'clock, yeah, channel 11, I think it was.
Yeah,
GIX,
You
11
watch
o'clock.
Honeymooners and then go out, right?
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Run home to watch him.
Yeah, no kidding.
Whatever. Oh my God.
They just had a marathon on Thanksgiving.
Here's Mel. You're rubbing off on people here, so good to see Mel in the holiday spirit.
Jersey
What
Mike.
about Mike?
Jersey Mike, nice car. So Dave, are we going to have? We're not going to start on January 1st, are we?
Doesn't sound like it, right? I mean, given what's going on, it doesn't sound like it. I mean, it probably even for a while now, it's been more likely February 1, mid-February, and so.
And you don't even hear any noise about the negotiations for the changing the CBA.
Well, that's even why, even if your players, like, given what happened before, you think you have an agreement, but if this thing gets worse, there's no reason until the whole determining thing is how this thing plays out.
Right.
And how quickly, as Gresh made the point, how quickly we can get people in the building.
Right.
If it looks like you can get up and running and you got to go a month with minimal people in the building, okay, maybe take a chance.
Right.
I
Tom,
don't think.
does Kevin Allen have any insight into that at all?
No, it appears. Well, he's got insight, but there's really no news. It's to me, the Player Association knew that the league was going to come back to him and want more. Taking off the salaries. You have to. I mean, when that deal was first done, it was at the start of the pandemic, and they thought, okay, it's going to it'll be fixed up and we have people back in the seats. But now, knowing you can't have people in the seats, you can't play the way under that current economic situation. So,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Play all outdoor games.
Well, Bettman's saying that they're not renegotiating. They're just
Yeah,
they're waiting on immigration, COVID, vaccine, and if there's any indication from what's happening with football and basketball, even, why would you play if there's even a sense that you might get sick? Right?
well, yeah, you look at all the football, like that game yesterday they played in the afternoon.
Well, I think they could all take a year off, the players, and work in liquor stores.
hey, sometimes you gotta
Not the one, Dave, not the one you're working in, but any other one.
don't be taking my job there too. Oh my God, got Kurt Kreider show up, right? Looking for a job.
Okay. Hey, Dave, it was a pleasure.
So Mel, you said that the Bettman's saying he's not renegotiating.
Well, that's what he doesn't want to start up any controversy, right? So there was a big blurb on RTSN just saying that we're not really negotiating. We're going to let everything kind of play out and see where this COVID thing goes and the vaccines and everything. So he's just kind of he's trying to lay low. But I think, like Gresh says the other day, if you're making $5 million or $6 million and you get 50%, they're supposed to get 50% of their salaries, correct?
Well, they've capped the escrow at 20%, so they lose 20% there. They initially negotiated 10% deferment, and now they want to take back another. The report was they want to take back another 16% of deferment.
Well, I heard that they're going to take 72% of revenues and then pay back another 8%. All in all, if they go ahead and play, the players, if they get paid and they get overpaid, then they owe the owners back money, and it could come to the tune of like $2 billion. So that's why they don't want to get going and pay the players, without seeing how revenues are going to go.
Well, they don't know. Well, if they don't have people in the seats, they know how the revenues are going to go.
But if the vaccine comes, they might have people go in the seats.
Right. But that's why you have the escrow. So the escrow is set up so that it's like any other escrow. The money is put aside. They then look at what the revenues are at the end of the year, and either they return all or some of that escrow. So that system's already in place.
Well, why would you, on either side, really have any faith in whatever you decided when, as Larry intimated, that the commissioners intimated, when the thing that controls all this is the pandemic?
Yeah.
If I'm, realistically, what I would suppose you want to keep your doors open or conversation. But what are you talking about when you have no idea when the thing's going to end?
But don't you have to just assume, though, that it's not going to end during this season, and there's not going to be people in the buildings. So then if you do get people in the buildings, well, it's a bonus. And then they got the escrow system in place. I guess that's from the financial side.
Yeah.
Right. Then you got to figure out, as owners, how much are you willing to lose to allow the game to continue for a season?
Right.
And then from the player side, how much you're willing to. See, that's the funny thing. The owners are going to lose money, but the players are going to make money. It just depends how much they're going to make. Right.
Right. Right.
Wasn't the escrow, like, how much is in the escrow, and wasn't that being renegotiated, the percentage as well?
Right. So before the pandemic hit, the escrow, there's no limits on the escrow. Wherever they pegged it. So they look at the start of the year and they'd estimate revenues, and then they say, okay, well, we don't know for sure, so we're going to take out 20% out of each paycheck, or 15%. So that system has always been there since they renegotiated in 04-05. But now the deal was they capped the escrow at 20%, but then they had that deferment. So the deferment's different. Obviously, it'll be paid back to the players down the road, I think over a 5-year period of time, depending on what the revenues actually are. But the escrow is set up as a separate thing. It's negotiated. It's done at the end of each year, and then at the end of each season, it's paid back.
Paid back, but sometimes they didn't get all of it.
Correct. Yeah.
Like in the first parts of the collective bargaining agreement, it all seemed to work because the Canadian dollar had appreciated so much.
Yep.
So that had increased the revenues just because of the currency issue. So the longer it went, I just think, I suppose what you're saying, Tom, is they have an idea what's in place, an idea what you'd like to do.
Yep.
And then, so I guess they're, how soon the vaccine will come out and how available it will be. When will that hit in? So,
If it works.
Yeah. So,
Well, they're saying with a pretty high percentage, was it 90%? They say they've got confidence in it, right?
96%. But look at even the World Juniors; they had to shut down for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah, I mean, to me, if you'd gone back 8 months ago and you look at what's happened, let's say in the NFL with all these guys testing positive, we would have been flipping out at that. I mean, the thought that these guys, I think they would have shut it down before. Now it's almost like we've gotten used to the fact that people are going to get the virus.
Well, I think this is all very important, Tom, but the most important thing is I'm just hoping that Home Depot has a freezer that I need today. Okay?
You should call over there before you go.
No, I'm going over there because I'm going to pick some other stuff up. And I want to get a couple little things here and there, and I'm going to go to.
Don't sell with just any freezer though. I mean, you got to get the one you want, right?
I've been looking for weeks, Tom. I've been looking for weeks.
I showed you on Amazon where to get it.
Yeah, but I don't want to always follow your lead because then I feel like I'm such a follower.
Should I be a leader, right?
Good point by you. You wouldn't got the air fryer. That's one step at a time. You're right. I got you.
Well, there's a young Tom Laidlaw. They're going to go.
Yeah.
You know?
You were always the wily vet. People looked up to you, and I get it.
Yeah.
How many variations of square white freezers can you get?
Well, there's all different kinds there, Mel. That's why I've been checking them out.
There's the front load, the side load.
Yeah, there's like different sizes, like 3.1, 3.5, stuff like that. I don't need one too big. I just need one that I can put stuff in there for my kids. They come over, and I'll have my freezer, and they can have theirs. They like
Maybe
hot pies and all that stuff, you know.
Put your resume in Home Depot.
Depot. My Depot is like, it's like kind of like I like going over there, walk around.
It's like Target.
They don't have arrows on the floor though.
I think they do, don't they?
Do they?
They must.
We're in Stop and Shop. I know that. People don't follow those arrows either.
Mel, we're sending you to Home Depot. Stop and Shop. Straighten those people out.
Oh, I'm gonna video that. Me saying something to somebody.
That'll be funny.
That's why you got to.
I'm Larry Melnick. You're walking on the wrong side.
You got to watch what you say because there's cameras everywhere. So.
Right.
Listen, I was mulling over retirement, and my wife's like, "When are you going to retire?" My kids, when are you going to retire? And after listening to Gresh, right?
Yeah.
He's walking around Home Depot like a friggin' zombie.
Yeah,
I don't think retirement's for me.
Well, there's not much else to do. Like, you do a couple things. I like doing stuff before 12 o'clock. Then my lessons are free. I'm done by 1. This is the only thing I do after 1 o'clock. I don't do anything after 1 o'clock.
Gresh, how about Costco? Do you get the samples in Costco?
No, I don't like those things, Tom, because other people are touching shit, and I just don't. I'm not good at people. Even before this pandemic, people go like, "Oh, look at." I remember one time my son Ashton was like 3 years old. We were living in Florida, and I took him to Home Depot in Palm Beach, and I didn't like. To me, Home Depot was. I mean, not Home Depot. Costco was like, oh my god, this is like. So I'm in there shopping, and all of a sudden, the 12 o'clock bell rang, and all the free food came out. And my two sons were standing there, and these people were like, looked like buffalo coming.
Stampede.
I'm trying to hide behind something. I'm going like, what, is there a fire or something? The guy goes, no, they're just getting free samples. Oh, okay. Like too many people touch that stuff. I could never deal with that.
How about the rotisserie chicken? You gotta get one of those, right?
I love those.
Yeah.
I love those.
Don't eat the skin. Too many fats in there, Gresh.
I don't eat the fat.
Come on. It's the best.
Joe,
part.
it's
the best part.
Speaking of
skin,
fat,
the rest of the way.
speaking of fat, that thing you put me under the couch there.
Yeah.
I'm very hurt. And my cousin in Canada, Melanie, how did you fit that big fat belly? Okay, Rose, I'm going to get you.
Rosebud?
Rosebud.
Getting your gut underneath the couch or something too, right?
Yeah, I know. She was like, what the, I don't understand. Like people pick on me for that, but then that's okay.
It's all muscle, Gresh. Joe, you're in shape too, right? You're pretty skinny, aren't you?
I won't say skinny, but I like to stay in shape. You know what, Tom? I try and stay active between tennis, paddle, hockey, softball, bocce. I try and stay in shape.
That bocce's a very strenuous sport.
It's a killer, man. I gotta tell you, it's not easy. Everybody laughs. They think it's easy.
It's not easy to throw that ball, the bocce ball, and hold a drink at one time.
Hey, that ball's a good 3.5, 4 pounds. Not
Joe, you don't smoke cigarettes or anything, do you?
Tom, I smoked for almost 40 years, 2 packs a day, Marlboro Reds. And I quit 15 years ago. And to be honest with you, it never bothered me when I was smoking. And since I quit, I don't see a difference. I'm as active. I like to think I'm just maybe a step slower than I was when I was in my 30s and 40s. But yeah, I smoked for a long time. My dad smoked, mom smoked. That was the thing to do, in the 60s and
Let's go back
70s.
to the cheese and the super side. Like, what do you wake up at 2:30 in the morning to eat that or what?
I'm usually up watching something. I'm watching something on Reels. I'm watching something either about the mafia or the Kennedy assassination or something.
Yeah.
I'm up. Tom, if I get 4 hours a night, I'm good to go.
We need to talk about your lifestyle. We need to really talk about your lifestyle. You're
Please.
not enough sleep, bad diet.
Zero sleep.
What's your daughter's name, Jill? Maybe I'll speak to her.
Yeah, tell her. She's up in the cardiac unit. That's why she put heart attack. She's in the cardiac unit at Mount Sinai downtown.
Yeah. See, there you go. So she sees this, right?
Well, this way I got an in. When something happens, boom, there I am. I'm good to go.
Okay.
I know somebody.
All right.
How do
Mel-
you go?
Now, you turned into Mr. Fitness now too, right? You get that knee brace on.
Yes.
He's back. He's back. I'm so happy now.
Sorry, I woke you up there. Holy smokes.
I said it was you, Tom, not me.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. But anyway, yeah.
Yes, I will start working out, Tom. Not like you. I work my legs. I don't just work my upper body.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't want to do my legs too big. I mean, too big already.
Lucien Deblois and I, good Frenchman, he's probably watching the show, Lucien Deblois. Him and I were weightlifting partners up at Rye. And, Tom, you probably bench, 400, 300, whatever it is?
315 now, yeah.
How much?
315.
That's it?
Impressive.
That's all you can bench?
That's an arm. That's one arm.
We can curl that, no problem. Him and I think we did at max. I think we were like 26 years old. I don't know. He may be 28 or whatever. I think we did max 425 pound squats like 6 times.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yep,
Nice.
like I said before, I haven't lifted a weight since. So
You say that. You've lifted a weight.
it's no good for you, Tom. It hurts your muscle. It hurts. I equate weights to pain. Why would you want to do pain?
You like pain. You like pain, man. What are you talking about?
Lucien Deblois, there's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Was a solid player, man. Him, Michel Petit, guys were good players, good solid
Mike
players,
Small.
man.
Joe, you didn't mention that name, did you?
Mike Small?
Michel Petit,
Mikel Petit?
Mike Small.
not one of your favorites.
Well, I got traded out of New York for him. So no, I have never met him. I despise him.
He was the first guy to play on 10 different teams.
Sorry,
No problem.
I retract.
He was the first guy to play on 10 different teams until, was it Mike Slissinger? What was his name? Mike Sillinger?
Sillinger and Brent Ashton was on about 10 teams too.
Yeah. He went to 12 teams. He played 12 teams. Like, you didn't even have time to unpack your suitcase with 12 teams in 12 years.
Dave, you've already worked out today, right?
No, I haven't, but today's a bike Peloton day, so I'll be doing that this afternoon.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Dave, how do you like that? I'm thinking about getting it for
It's great.
someone. I don't want to say in case she's watching.
How far do you go, Dave?
Well, I bike a lot, a road bike. So it depends on what. The Peloton's great. I mean, it's probably not the only one out there, now with technology and stuff. So you can go 10 minutes, you can go an hour and a half. You can go whatever type of program you think you want. So it's.
I try to get in my car every morning and do at least 5 miles.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Rain, snow, don't matter to me, Mel.
Yeah. What do you do?
Are you going to get one of those Pelotons? You're going to sit around eating cheese and processed meats while you're riding the bike? Or what?
Absolutely.
Just stay even, right, Joe? All you want to do is stay even.
I want to maintain. That's it. Look, I'm afraid at this stage of the game, if I start changing my lifestyle, bad things could happen. I've seen it happen to guys. Guys get healthy. It's not good.
Not good?
Bad things happen.
No, not true. Not true.
No,
Just
when
keep
they've,
getting
not,
better.
when they've not led a
Tell me,
good lifestyle.
you should do something every day, Tom?
Yes. Yeah. I'd probably take a day off every 3 weeks, probably.
Right. And is your cardio, is that the walks you go on, the marches?
Good walks, or else I do those HIIT programs, that high intensity interval training, where you're picking exercises. It's like you get your heart rate going up and down.
Yeah.
I find that to be the best you can really control that with your heart rate and everything, and
Yeah.
burns a lot of fat.
You stairs count?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. You have to go up and down the stairs. I mean, you can't just look at them or.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah.
now they tell me. I'll be 66 years old. Now they tell me you have to go up and down the stairs to make it work.
What we should do, like, we should take like a picture now of our condition, and then like in a month, like you see like how much better shape Mel's in. Gresham's got the air fryer. I think Dave, you and I are, pretty much perfect the way we are.
You know why I really wanted an air fryer, Tom?
Why?
Because I really like chicken wings. Okay, and I haven't had them in a long time.
Okay, we need to talk about this chicken. That skin on the chicken.
No, I'm going to get that part. You said it about 19 times at your house.
Yeah, you keep talking about the chicken wings.
I know, but I want to get them. Like, I'll peel them and make them in there.
You're not going to peel the chicken wings.
You take the fat off them a little bit, then you put them in there.
Yeah, you promised me you're gonna peel the chicken wings.
Well, no, you take some of the fat. Don't leave all the fat on. You take some of it off. It's like
You guys eat that whole apple pie by yourselves, just sitting there?
No, I had one piece, and then I kept going, Tom, a little bit bigger, and he kept going the other way.
No,
Made it smaller.
it's called tough love, Ron. Tough love.
Damn right it is, and it's good for you too.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's about it.
Well, Joe, I hope this was all worth it to you.
Listen, I got to tell you, this was
It's an hour you never have back, right?
this is my highlight of 2020.
Thanks, Joe.
This was extremely enjoyable, fun, entertaining,
Good.
inclusive, all,
Yeah.
all those good things. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it.
Great having you on, Joe. Great having you. Thank you very much for all you did for that charity too. So
Yeah.
No worries,
Great.
my pleasure. Thank you,
Good
guys.
work on the charity thing. Thanks, Joe.
Sleep, Mel, have some good sleeps while we're gone, right? We'll talk again next Thursday, okay? I'm proud of you.
I'm on again?
Yeah, we're proud of you. You're making progress.
Unless we could get any meal.
Potato.
Well, this is the part of Tommy. You must have been in LA. You must have met Ellen DeGeneres. This is the part of the show where Shutterfly comes in and gives us 20 grand, right?
Not on this show. No. We do this.
We give you an IOU.
Oh,
All
or
right, next Thursday.
Boys, thank you again.
See you.
Thanks. Hey, Joe.
All right, guys.